Hey guys, welcome to Cute Tea Drawings. Today I'll be drawing the Experimental Learning Machine 1006. I'll be drawing on my tablet, but you can also follow along on paper, and please remember to like and subscribe. Okay, now let's get started. With this drawing, I'll be erasing some lines, so I'd recommend drawing in a pencil first. Okay, let's first start off at the top and let's draw the nose. We'll start with a curve, then curve it down on the left. Now at the bottom of this line, let's bring it up, add an oval, then let's hop back up on the right side and let's draw an S-shaped curve down and over to finish off the shape of the nose. Next, behind the nose, let's draw the mouth. Let's start on both sides and let's draw a curve out and up. Then from both ends, let's curve it down and a U-shaped curve underneath. Next, let's hop inside the mouth and let's draw two bumps at the bottom for the tongue. And then color the rest of the mouth in black. Next, on top, let's draw another curve up on both sides. And then from the right side, let's curve it down. And then for the left, let's draw two curved points out like this. And then one more curve underneath. And that's it for the mouth. Now let's move up and let's draw the shape of the head. Let's start on top in the center and let's draw a line up. And then a curve across the top. Now from both ends, let's curve it down. Now inside, let's add the eyes. Inside the left section, let's draw a curve up and back down. And then curve it back in at the bottom. Now inside, let's draw an oval. And then color the rest of the eye in black. Now let's move over and draw the right eye. For this one, let's start with a circle. And then a black circle in the center. Now on top, let's draw a small rectangle. The same from the bottom left and the bottom right. And now behind these rectangles, let's draw another circle. And then color these three sections in black. Lastly, across the center line, let's draw some lines across for the stitches. And that's it for the eyes. Now let's move up and let's draw the hair. On the top left of the head, let's draw a curve up and over. And then from the right side, let's draw a swirl up, around, and in. Next, underneath on the right, let's draw an ear. We'll start with the wavy line down, and then curve it up at the bottom. And then follow that same curve inside. Now let's hop back over to the top left and let's draw a curve up, around, and then curve it down. And now let's color this one in black. Now on the top left of the head, let's draw another ear with a curve, and another smaller curve inside. And that's it for the head. Now let's move down and draw the neck. We'll start with 2 wavy lines down. And a curve at the bottom. Next, let's hop inside and let's draw another curve down on the right side. Now under the neck, let's draw the shape of the body. Let's draw a wavy line down on the left. Another wavy line on the right. And then close off the bottom with a curve. Next, on the sides, let's draw the arms. Let's start on the top right and let's draw a rectangle shape going outwards. And now let's erase the overlapping line inside. Next, let's hop inside the arm and let's draw 2 diagonal lines across. And the same thing behind it, making an X shape. Now let's move to the bottom right and let's draw 2 S-shaped curves up. And then close off the end. Now let's draw 2 curves out from the arm and then continue them on the other side. And then close off the end again. Now we're going to draw 1 more wire coming up behind. On the bottom right, let's draw a curve up. Then continue it up, coming out, over and down. Now at the end, let's draw the hand. At the end of the arm, let's draw 2 angled lines up. And then a line across the top. Now on the left side, let's draw a small circle. And then 4 circles on top. Now from that left circle, let's draw a point down and back up for the thumb. And now let's draw the rest of the fingers coming out from the other 4 circles. Let's start with 2 lines up, then a circle, another 2 lines, a circle again, 2 more, and 1 more circle. And then to finish out the finger, a long point out and back in. Now let's draw 3 more fingers in the same way, curving them downwards like this. And that's it for the first hand. Now let's move over and let's draw the other one on the left side. From the left side, let's draw loops out and then start to curve it downwards, stopping here. Now at the bottom for the hand, let's draw a curve, then an oval underneath on the right, another one next to it, and then 1 more curve on the left. And that's it for the hands. Now let's move underneath and let's finish drawing the rest of the body. Next to the body on the right, let's draw a curve over and up for the next section. And then one more behind it like this. Now that we have the shape of the body, let's start adding the legs. Let's start underneath the first section of the body and let's draw 2 curves down, making the right one longer. And then a curve out and back in for the foot. And now inside, let's draw a curve across. Now let's hop over on the left and let's draw another leg in the same way, but longer. Now let's draw a third leg on top of this one. Let's start next to the body and let's draw an S-shaped curve out and wave it down like this. And the same thing on top. And then close off the bottom with a curve across. Now at the bottom, let's draw an oval shape around and one more underneath. Now for the foot, let's draw a curve down on the right side and a larger curve out on the left. And then close off the bottom. Now inside, let's draw a curve going down and then one more curve around the bottom for the sole of the shoe. And that's it for the left 3 legs. Now let's move back over and let's draw the legs on the right side. Let's start inside the first section of the body and let's draw a small curve underneath the arm. Then from both ends, let's draw a wavy line down and out like this. And then close off the end with a curve. Next, let's move inside and let's erase any of the overlapping lines. Now inside this leg, let's draw another wavy line down across the center. Now at the end, let's draw a curve and another one underneath. Now for the next leg, let's move over to the middle section and let's draw a curve going out to the right and then angle it down and out. Now from the beginning, let's draw a small curve down, bring it out again, then let's angle it down here again, making it shorter. Now underneath, let's draw a curve out and back in to close off the foot. And a curve at the bottom across. Lastly, let's erase the overlapping body lines inside. Now let's move underneath and let's draw the next leg. Inside the middle section, let's draw a small curve and then bring it down from both ends. And then a curve across the bottom. And then erase the overlapping line inside. And then a curve inside at the bottom. Now let's add one more leg on the back section. We'll start with the curve inside, and then 2 curves down and over. And then a curve at the bottom to close off the foot. And again, let's erase the overlapping line inside. Now inside at the bottom, let's draw a curve, and then 2 curves at the bottom for the toes. And that's it for the legs. Now let's draw the tail. Let's start on top of the last section of the body and let's draw a curve up and down. And the same thing on top. Now let's continue that line on the other side of the leg by curving it down and around. Then continue it on the other side, and then keep going all the way to the left and curve it up. And now let's do the same thing from the other line underneath. And that's it for the tail. Lastly, let's draw the pattern on the body. Let's start in the first section and let's draw a wavy line down, then a curve over near the top, and then another one curving down underneath. And now let's add some stitch lines across all these 3 lines. Next, let's hop into the middle section and let's draw a square shape on top of the leg here, like this. And then in the last section, let's draw a curve near the top and a curve at the bottom. And again, let's add the stitch lines. And that's it for 1006. Now let's quickly color it in. And done. Hope you enjoyed drawing along with me, and please remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching!